So I wanted to tell you about this. Deacon in my church told me about this a couple months ago, and Trump was on Newsmax talking about how he's going to do everything he can to help Nigeria Christians. But this is an AI overview of the situation. So multiple U.S. representatives are actively advocating for the cause of persecuted Christians in Nigeria. The most prominent among them are Representative Chris Smith and Representative Riley Moore, who have introduced legislation and pressured the State Department on the issue. Key individuals and efforts. Chris Smith, as chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Africa Subcommittee, has been long-standing advocate for human rights in Nigeria for over a decade. He has consistently introduced legislation, including H.Res. 860, and chaired multiple congressional hearings on the crisis, calling for Nigeria to be designated a country of particular concern, CPC. His efforts focus on utilizing tools from the Frank Wolf International Religious Freedom Act to enact sanctions against individuals and entities complicit in the violence. Representative Riley Moore has been a vocal advocate urging the Secretary of State to redesignate Nigeria as a CPC and has introduced H.Res. 594 to condemn the persecution of Christians in Muslim-majority nations. Trump's been saying it all along. He has been asked by President Trump to lead an investigation into the alleged slaughtering of Christians in Nigeria through the Appropriations Committee. Moore recently introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act of 2025, a companion bill to identical legislation introduced in the Senate by Senator Ted Cruz, which aims to impose targeted sanctions on officials who facilitate violence against Christians. These congressmen, along with others like Marlin Stutzman, Robert Adderholt, are working to ensure the U.S. government uses its diplomatic and legislative tools to address the ongoing violence and persecution faced by Christians in Nigeria. If you want to really know what's going on in the world, check out the Nick Shirley YouTube channel. He interviewed Tommy Robinson, the leader of the United Kingdom Revolution over there. And Tommy gives some very interesting statistics about Europe over the last 10 years. And it's not racist. It's just a statistic. So it's worth looking at. Numbers don't lie.